Hello everyone, my name is Hafida Tiaiba. I am a PhD student in Mohamed Bachir Ibrahimi University from Algeria. Today I will present you a paper entitled Machine Learning for Drug Efficiency Prediction, which I prepared with my co-authors Mr. Lyazid Sabri, Mr. Abdelghani Chibani and Mr. Okba Kazar. This presentation is organized as follows. After introducing our work, we will present the user datasets. After that, we will explain the data preprocessing strategies, the proposed models, the main results, and comparison with previous studies. Finally, we will present an execution of the proposed model followed by a conclusion. Prescribing a medication is a crucial step in the circuit of personalizing diagnosis and treatment that helps in therapeutic education and promotes more effective precision medicine. The efficacy of a remedy is closely related to the positive outcomes achieved by minimizing adverse effects. Treatment may work well in clinical trials but may not perform as well in the real world due to the side effects. The implementation of new technologies for patient well-being is dependent on many factors, such as personal experience, patient practices, and expert opinion. It may also be asked if patient reviews, in other words, feedback on medications, can help in the assessment of the latter. Therefore, the High Authority of Health assesses health technologies from a clinical and medico-economic point of view. HAS has been integrating patients into the drug evaluation process for several years. So, the High Authority of Health advocates collaboration between health actors and patients. Analyzing side effects and the effectiveness of drugs based on opinions and feedback from patients is our approach's objective. The results will aid the medical staff in better preventing and providing care. The proposed approach relies on the following mechanisms and techniques. 1. Relying on the binary classification to predict satisfaction with medication use and perceptions of side effects and efficacy. 2. Study the impact of dataset sampling on model performance. 3. Analyze the effect of preprocessing method of model accuracy. 4. Apply word embedding for semantic reasoning of text. 5. Compare statistical models and artificial neural network models. By exploiting natural language processing, which is a field of computer science and artificial intelligence, and given that NLP and machine learning can analyze large volumes of data written in natural language, we proceeded to textual classification to extract knowledge from patients' narrative opinions on drug for specific disease. This approach aims to find a better textual classification model based on NLP. It automatically assigns an opinion on whether or not the drug used for a specific disease is effective. The results should provide healthcare partners, pharmacists, physicians, and managers with valuable drug information. To our knowledge, the proposed model allows for determining drug efficiency from drug.com data sets and is the first to achieve 0.9984 accuracies. We used UCI machine learning repository, and in this study, we concatenated the two files, drug train and drug test, where each sample has the following fields: drug name, drugs number, terms that describe the reason for using the drug, user reviews, rating given by the user, and the date where the drug was reviewed, and the number of users who found the review useful. We used two cases of sampling, 75% train and 85% test. The second is 80% train and 20% test. We used the two cases for the following sampling: random sampling without lemmatization, balanced random sampling without lemmatization, random sampling with lemmatization, and balanced random sampling with lemmatization. Also, we attributed positive classification 1 for rating interval from 5 to 10 points and negative classification 0 for a rating less than 5 to 1. For the data preprocessing strategies, all uppercase characters are transformed to lowercase and we removed the quotation mark. After that, the spaces are deleted in the name of the drug and in the condition. The goal is to treat each as a single word. After concatenating the drug name, condition, and review, we conducted two strategies. The first concerns carrying out the transformations in the sentences written in natural language. For the second, we opted for lemmatization. Each document that contains the drug name, condition, and the review is represented by one hot encoder. And after that, we used MPD, the padding, to equalize the dimension of the vectors. We proposed two types of models. The first is statistical models, where we opted for logistic regression, random forests, decision trees, nearest neighbors. For the random forests, we set the number of trees to 10 and the maximum depth of each tree to 3. For the decision tree, we limit the maximum depth to 3. For the nearest neighbors model, we used Euclidean distance and we set the number neighbors to 1. For the neuronal models, we used the sequential model of the Keras library. And we used Keras embedding layer, which allows choosing the dimension of the vector representing the document. We treated the cases of an embedding with the size 32 and embedding with 100. We have proposed the artificial neural models named Simpleton, embedding 32, embedding 32 max pooling, CNN max pooling, and embedding 100. Simpleton is a neural network with a hidden layer consisting of 10 neurons linked to a single output neuron using one hot representation, where for the hidden layer we used rectified linear unit activation function, and for the output layer we used the sigmoid function. For embedding 32 model has the same structure as Simpleton but with an additional embedding layer. The latter has a dimension of 32. Embedding 32 max pooling model, we applied a global max pooling on the embedding 32 model. And the CNN max pooling model is a convolutional model where we used is composed of one-dimensional convolution layer conv1D. The number of filters is 128. The kernel is 5. We applied an embedding of size 32 and then a global max pooling. Global max pool 1D takes the maximum of each vector, which reduces the dimension of resulting embedding matrix. Finally, embedding 100 model is a sample perceptron consisting of a single neuron with an embedding layer of dimension 100. A vector of size 100 represents each word, allowing the representation of words efficiently and densely, in which similar words have similar encoding. Therefore, each document will be represented by a vector of two size dimensions, 2405 and 100. This process allowed to apply the flatten principle to create a single vector of one dimension, 240,000 and 500, to be directly used with the next fully connected layer. The best results are obtained by embedding 100 with train and test accuracies 0.9984 for the two cases, 80% train and 20% test, 75% train and 25% test for the cases of sampling balanced random sampling without lemmatization. Compared to the previous studies, we notice that our approach has the highest accuracy. Now we will show you an execution of our model using two examples. At first, we must type the drag name, depression, which represents the condition, and the review. After that, we click on the result button. We have good effect as results. That which means that this review has a positive classification. That means the patient can continue to use this medicine. And we click on the other prediction to type another example. We type the drug name, the condition, and the review. We click on the result button. We have in this case bad effect, which means that this drug isn't important for the case of these patients. In this work, we propose the embedding 100 model to predict the drug's effectiveness and efficiency. We rely on natural language processing as new approach. We tackle a crucial challenge, the medical semantics to analyze and extract knowledge from medical text. The proposed model is the result of an extensive study. The latter shows that the accuracy of the models depends on their architecture and type. Furthermore, those models are influenced by the text preprocessing method and sampling type. Experiments indicate that the accuracy of our model is better than others handled by the majority of the state-of-the-art learning model. Embedding 100 combines artificial neural network, one-hot encoder, and word embedding. In the future, our work can be extended to analyzing drug effectiveness for other types of datasets, especially medical records. In addition, medical text preprocessing remains a critical research area. And thank you for listening.